Okay, this is the third time I've tried to record this part, and I'm going to finish before I get interrupted again. So, let's get going. All right, so I'm going to start out by saying we're going to deal with area and volumes. And we're going to look at two different strategies based on an example. And one thing I wanted to put up here is that it may be helpful for you to draw a picture. It may not be. I'm very visual, so I like drawing pictures. And I'm real good at it too, you can tell. Okay, so a rug measures 3 feet by 6 feet. So I'm just going to draw a little rug here. This is 3 feet and this is 6 feet. And we want to know how many square yards does the rug contain. So the first strategy is we're going to calculate and then convert. That means we're going to find the area in the units given, and then we're going to convert that. Okay, so my area is equal to 3 feet times 6 feet, which gives me 18 feet squared. Remember, feet squared is feet times feet. Okay. Then I am going to convert from square feet to square yards. So I know I'm going to start from square feet, means this is my start. So I have 18 feet times feet, and this is my end. And I'm going to have to get over here to yard squared. Okay. Since I have feet and feet, I'm going to have to do the conversion twice. So I've got a conversion that goes from feet to yard, but I'm going to have to do it twice. So I know that 1 yard is 3 feet, 1 yard is 3 feet. So, yay, hooray, my feet are gone. I'm left with my yard and my yard. That gives me my yard squared. And now the only other thing in the numerator I have is 18. And in the denominator, I have 3 times 3, which is 9. So that becomes 2 square yards. Okay, then the second way of doing this is to convert and then calculate. So I would convert my feet to yards here and then calculate. Okay, well, I know my relationship 3 feet, and I want to convert that to yards. So I know 3 feet is in 1 yard. So that gives me 3 over 3 yards, which is 1 yard. Okay. And I can think about it this way as well. 6 feet, if 3 feet is a yard, this converts to 2 yards. However, if I don't see that, if I have 6 feet over 1, I'm going to end up in yards. And I know 1 yard is 3 feet. So this gives, my feet are gone. So I have 6 over 3 yards, which is 2 yards. Then I find my area, which is 1 yard times 2 yard, which is 2, and yard times yard is yard squared. It doesn't really matter. There are some situations, and you're going to see in one of our examples, that you can't do everything like that. Okay, I am going to hope that you will stop and do these on your own, but I understand if you don't. Okay, so find the area in square feet of a rectangular yard that measures 20 by 12. Okay, so once again, just because I can, this is 12 yards, this is 20 yards. And I want to find out, so my start is yards, and I want to end up in feet. So let's use strategy 1. So strategy 1. Okay. I find the area first. So the area is 12 yards by 20 yards, which is 240 yards squared. Find the area, then convert. So I want to go from yard to feet. So I know it's going to be in square feet. So I know I have 240 yard over 1. And now I've got the yard feet conversion, but I'm going to have to do it upside down from what I did on the other. I need the yard down here and the feet up here. So 1 yard is 3 feet, 1 yard is 3 feet. So my yards are gone. I've got my feet and feet in my feet squared. And now I just have to multiply 240 times 3 times 3. And when I do that, I get 2,160 square feet. If I do strategy 2, I'm going to convert each of these. So I'm going to start with 20 yards over 1, and I know that I want it in feet, so I'm going to do yard, feet. So 1 yard is 3 feet, so this gives me 60 feet. Okay, then if I do 12 yards, use the same conversion, 3 feet over 1 yard, yard, that gives me 36 feet. So if I use these, then my area is equal to 60 feet times 36 feet, which gives me 2,160 feet times feet, or feet squared. Okay, now we're going to go to cubics and we're going to deal with volume. Once again, draw a picture. And on this particular one, we are going to, we're going to use strategy 1, and I'll explain why in a second. But I am going to draw a picture. Flat bottom rectangular reflecting pool. Okay, so I've got my reflecting pool here. And let's see, it is 20 yards by 10 yards by 0.3 yard. And just because I didn't have enough room. Alright, so we want to know the volume in cubic yards. So if I want to find the volume in cubic yards, the volume is going to be 20 yards by 10 yards by 0.3 yards, which gives me 2,200. I'm sorry, that gives me 60 yard times yard times yard is yard to the third. Now this is why I'm using strategy 1, is because I already found the volume in the original units, and now I'm going to convert. So this ends up, just by nature of the question, as strategy 1. Okay. So I know I've got 60 yard. So I'm going to have to use 3 conversions. Yards on the bottom, feet on the top, and let's see. So 3 yards, I'm sorry, 3 feet is 1 yard. 3 feet is 1 yard. 3 feet is 1 yard. All my yards are gone. So 60 times 3 times 3 times 3 is 1,620. And feet times feet times feet is feet to the third. Okay, next one. A hot tub pump circulates 6912 cubic inches of water per minute. How many cubic feet of water does it circulate in 1 minute? Okay, we are going to have to use strategy 1. And I'm going to leave it for you to think about why that's the only one that will work. Okay, so I want to go from, this is my start, and I want to end at cubic feet. So this gives me 6912 inches, 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 and I want to end up in feet. Okay, I'm going to have to do something 3 times. So I need inches, 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 and I want to end up in feet. There is a conversion that goes from inches to feet. So 1 foot is 12 inches, 1 foot is 12 inches, 1 foot is 12 inches. And so I'm going to end up, the inches are gone. So this is 6912 feet to the third divided by 12 times 12 times 12. And again, spoiler alert, this is 4 cubic feet, and it was per minute. Okay. All right, and just as a little summary, a reminder, what kind of numbers do you use doing different units? Linear is length, so an example would be inches. Square, it would be area, so that would be like square miles. If you were measuring, I don't know. Cubic would be volume, and so that would be cubic centimeters. But that's the key to it. That if you're dealing with linear, the exponent is 1. Area, the exponent is 2. Cubic, the volume, the exponent is 3. All right. That's that.